Set clear goals. Setting clear goals is the foundation of striving for excellence. It's easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle of daily life, feeling overwhelmed or directionless, especially when there are numerous tasks or expectations pulling us in different directions. This is why setting clear goals is essential. They act as a roadmap, guiding us toward our desired destination. When we set specific goals, we give ourselves a sense of purpose and direction. Instead of just working hard or putting in effort, we work with intention. Goals help us focus on what truly matters, eliminating distractions and giving us a clear sense of priority. Without goals, we risk spreading ourselves too thin, giving half-hearted attempts to various things, and never truly mastering any one of them. Clear goals should be more than just abstract desires. They must be tangible and specific. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success means to you. Is it a career milestone, mastering a skill, or achieving a personal best in your fitness journey? The more specific your goal, the clearer the path becomes to achieving it. For instance, rather than simply stating, "I want to improve my health," a more specific goal would be, "I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week, and reduce my sugar intake by 20% within the next 3 months." This provides both a clear target and an actionable plan. Setting measurable goals is also crucial. A goal that cannot be measured is impossible to track. By attaching numbers or specific outcomes to your goals, you can assess progress along the way. For example, if your goal is to improve your academic performance, specify that you aim to increase your grades by 10% over the next semester. This measurable goal allows you to assess your progress and adjust your efforts accordingly. It helps maintain motivation, as you can clearly see how far you've come and how much further you have to go. Additionally, goals need to be achievable. While it's important to challenge ourselves, it's equally important to set goals that are realistic given the time, resources, and circumstances we have. Setting an unattainably high goal can result in frustration and discouragement, making it more likely that we'll give up. A goal should stretch you, but also be within reach, allowing you to take consistent steps toward it. Another important aspect is that goals should be aligned with your values and long-term aspirations. When your goals resonate with your personal values, they become much more motivating. For example, if you value creativity and innovation, setting a goal to launch your own startup or create a unique project will be far more meaningful than a generic goal of becoming successful. When you work towards something that reflects your inner passions and beliefs, the journey becomes more fulfilling, and the drive to achieve excellence is naturally strengthened. Lastly, it's important to set both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals help keep you on track and provide quick wins, while long-term goals give you a sense of purpose and vision. For example, if your long-term goal is to write a book, a short-term goal might be to write 500 words a day. Both levels of goals are necessary. Short-term goals keep you motivated and moving forward, while long-term goals provide clarity and direction for the bigger picture. Commit to continuous learning. In the pursuit of excellence, one of the most important commitments we can make is to continuously learn and grow. Excellence does not come from static knowledge or relying solely on past achievements. It is a journey that requires constant self-improvement. The world is changing at an unprecedented pace, with new technologies, methodologies, and ideas emerging every day. To remain competitive and relevant, we must dedicate ourselves to lifelong learning. At the core of continuous learning is the belief that there is always something new to learn. No matter how much experience or expertise we accumulate, there is always room for improvement. The most successful people are those who never stop acquiring new skills or seeking new knowledge. Learning is not confined to formal education or classrooms. It happens through every interaction, every challenge, and every mistake we make. One way to embrace continuous learning is by actively seeking new information. This can mean reading books, attending workshops, taking online courses, or even listening to podcasts on subjects that interest you or align with your goals. Today's digital age makes learning more accessible than ever, with a wealth of resources available at our fingertips. For instance, platforms like Coursera, edX, or LinkedIn Learning provide opportunities to acquire new skills or deepen existing knowledge. often with little to no cost involved. Beyond structured learning, we can also learn from our daily experiences. Life itself is a teacher. Every situation, whether it's a success or a failure, offers a lesson. For example, a setback or failure can be viewed as an opportunity to reflect and identify areas for growth. Ask yourself, what went wrong? How can I improve next time? What can I learn from this mistake? By adopting this mindset, you transform every challenge into a stepping stone toward excellence. Mentorship and networking also play an essential role in continuous learning. Surrounding ourselves with people who are more experienced or knowledgeable than we are can provide valuable insights and open doors to new perspectives. A mentor, for instance, can share their expertise, offer advice, and help guide us through difficult decisions. These relationships can be crucial in our personal and professional growth. In addition to mentors, engaging with a community of like-minded individuals or colleagues can foster a collaborative learning environment where ideas are exchanged and mutual growth occurs. Equally important is the practice of feedback and self-reflection. Seeking feedback from others, whether from a supervisor, colleague, or friend, can provide us with invaluable insights into our strengths and areas that need improvement. However, for feedback to be truly effective, it's essential that we approach it with an open mind and a willingness to act on it. The goal is not to defend our actions, but to understand how we can do better. Similarly, self-reflection allows us to assess our progress, understand our motivations, and identify patterns in our behaviors that may hinder our growth. When we regularly reflect on our actions and performance, we ensure that our learning is aligned with our aspirations. Learning is not just about acquiring new knowledge, but also about developing new ways of thinking and approaching problems. To truly achieve excellence, we need to cultivate a growth mindset, which means seeing challenges as opportunities to improve rather than as obstacles. People with a growth mindset believe that their abilities can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. This perspective is crucial in the pursuit of excellence because it encourages resilience and perseverance. When faced with setbacks, those with a growth mindset don't give up. They analyze the situation, learn from it, and keep moving forward. In addition, the practice of learning helps us to stay curious and adaptable. In a rapidly changing world, the ability to adapt is essential. Industries, trends, and technologies evolve, and the only way to remain effective is to continue adapting through learning. Whether it's adopting new tools, mastering new software, or staying informed about industry trends, ongoing learning allows us to stay ahead of the curve and be prepared for whatever the future holds. Moreover, committing to continuous learning means embracing a holistic approach. Learning should not be limited to just our professional lives, but should also extend to personal development. Emotional intelligence, communication skills, and even mindfulness are areas that benefit from continuous learning. As we develop in these areas, we enhance our capacity to lead, work with others, and manage the challenges of daily life. The pursuit of excellence, after all, is not just about professional success. It is about becoming a well-rounded individual who can navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. Continuous learning also fosters creativity. The more we learn, the more we are exposed to diverse ideas, perspectives, and ways of thinking. This exposure allows us to connect dots between seemingly unrelated concepts, leading to new ideas and innovative solutions. The most groundbreaking discoveries often arise from the intersection of different fields of knowledge. And by committing to continuous learning, we place ourselves in a better position to contribute to this kind of creative thinking. Embrace discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency are two of the most important pillars of success when it comes to striving for excellence. While talent, intelligence, and creativity are valuable assets, they can only take us so far. It is discipline and consistency that transform potential into tangible results. Excellence is not an accident. It is the result of deliberate, sustained effort over time. At its core, discipline is the ability to stay focused and committed to your goals, even when the motivation fades or when distractions arise. It is the internal drive to maintain a high standard of work, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Many people start with great enthusiasm, but without discipline, that initial excitement soon fades, and the goal becomes harder to pursue. Discipline is what keeps you going when things get tough, when the results don't come as quickly as you'd like, or when you face moments of self-doubt. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. One of the most effective ways to embrace discipline is by developing strong habits. Habits form the framework of our daily lives and influence our productivity, mental state, and overall success. Whether it's waking up early, prioritizing important tasks, or dedicating time each day to practice a skill, the habits we create directly shape our capacity to achieve excellence. Building discipline through habit requires consistent, repeated action. It means setting aside time every day to focus on your goals and resisting the urge to procrastinate or get sidetracked. The more you practice disciplined behavior, the more natural it becomes, and the easier it is to maintain over time. Consistency, meanwhile, complements discipline by ensuring that the efforts you put forth are not one-off bursts of activity, but rather regular, sustained efforts over time. Excellence does not happen overnight. It's the result of consistent small actions repeated daily, week after week, month after month. For example, if your goal is to write a book, achieving it will not come from writing 50 pages in one sitting, but from consistently writing a few pages every day. Similarly, if you want to get in better shape, the consistent effort of regular exercise, no matter how small the increments, will yield results over time. It's not about massive leaps, it's about steady progress. Consistency also creates a compound effect. Small efforts build on each other. When you work consistently on improving yourself, the cumulative effect is significant. Each day of disciplined effort adds a layer of progress, and over time, these layers form a foundation of achievement. This is why consistency is so powerful. The results may not always be immediately visible, but over time, the compound effect makes the efforts clearly apparent. A key aspect of consistency is developing a routine. Routines remove the need for constant decision-making, which can be mentally exhausting and lead to procrastination. When your day is structured with habits and tasks that are part of your routine, you don't need to think about whether or not you should take action. The decision has already been made for you, and you simply follow through. This makes it easier to stay on track, particularly during moments of fatigue or when life gets busy. A well-established routine can become a safety net that keeps you focused and on course even when other distractions arise. Moreover, consistency helps you build momentum. When you stick to a plan and see gradual improvements, your confidence grows, and you're more motivated to continue pushing forward. It creates a cycle where progress feeds motivation, and motivation fuels further progress. Momentum can be a powerful force in achieving excellence because it helps maintain a steady pace, even when facing difficult challenges. Each small success builds the energy necessary to tackle bigger obstacles. Discipline and consistency also involve a certain level of sacrifice. To consistently work towards your goals, you may need to make difficult choices and give up short-term comforts or pleasures. This could mean sacrificing time with friends to study for an important exam, or choosing to stay home and practice an instrument instead of going out. These sacrifices are not easy, but they are necessary in the pursuit of excellence. The ability to delay gratification and stay committed to long-term goals is a hallmark of those who achieve excellence in any area of life. Another important element of embracing discipline and consistency is maintaining balance. While it's crucial to be disciplined, it's equally important to avoid burnout. Excellence does not come from working yourself into the ground. It comes from knowing when to push yourself and when to rest, allowing for both productive work and necessary recovery. Consistency doesn't mean you have to go full throttle every day, but it does mean you need to keep showing up and doing the work, even if that work is lighter on some days. The balance between discipline, hard work, and rest ensures that you stay energized and motivated to continue over the long term. It's also important to note that discipline and consistency are not about perfection. There will be days when you miss a workout, forget to study, or make mistakes along the way. The key is not to get discouraged, but to get back on track as soon as possible. The difference between those who achieve excellence and those who don't is the ability to bounce back from these setbacks and keep moving forward. Instead of focusing on the failure, focus on the next step and get back into your routine. Over time, your ability to maintain discipline and consistency through challenges will strengthen your resilience and determination. Stay resilient in the face of challenges. Resilience is perhaps one of the most defining qualities of those who strive for excellence. In any journey, particularly one aimed at achieving greatness, obstacles are inevitable. The path is rarely smooth, and there will always be moments when things don't go according to plan. What separates those who achieve excellence from those who don't is the ability to remain resilient in the face of adversity. Resilience is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, adapt to change, and keep moving forward despite setbacks. The first aspect of resilience is understanding that challenges are an inevitable part of any meaningful pursuit. When we set our sights on achieving excellence, we must accept that failure, mistakes, and obstacles are not just possible but likely. This doesn't mean that failure defines us or that we should expect to fail constantly, but rather that challenges should be seen as opportunities for growth, learning, and improvement. Each difficulty we face is a stepping stone on the road to success, provided we approach it with the right mindset. If we expect the journey to be easy, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment. Instead, we must anticipate challenges and prepare ourselves mentally to face them with resilience. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is the ability to learn from failure. Failure is not the end of the road. It is an opportunity to reflect, analyze, and adjust. When we fail, we are presented with a chance to gain valuable insights about what went wrong, why it went wrong, and how we can do better next time. Resilient individuals don't view failure as a defeat. Instead, they see it as feedback, as a necessary part of the process. For example, a writer who receives criticism about their work may feel disheartened initially, but a resilient writer will analyze the feedback, learn from it, and use it to improve their next draft. Each failure becomes a lesson, and each lesson brings them closer to excellence. Moreover, resilience allows us to keep moving forward, even when the road ahead looks daunting. When things get tough, it's easy to feel discouraged, to want to quit, or to lose faith in ourselves. Resilient individuals understand that setbacks are temporary. They don't let a single moment of failure define their entire journey. Instead, they focus on the bigger picture, knowing that persistence and perseverance are key. For instance, athletes training for a competition may face injuries, losses, or periods of poor performance, but they continue to train, stay focused, and improve over time. They understand that progress isn't always linear, and that success comes not from never falling, but from always getting back up. To stay resilient, it is also essential to develop emotional strength. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back physically, but also mentally and emotionally. When faced with adversity, emotional resilience helps us maintain a positive outlook, manage stress, and stay motivated. It's about maintaining control over our emotions, not letting fear, frustration, or doubt take over our thoughts and actions. The ability to manage one's emotions in times of stress is a key component of resilience. When things don't go as planned, a resilient person doesn't succumb to anger or despair, but instead remains calm, composed, and focused on finding a solution. In addition to emotional resilience, another key aspect is mental flexibility. Resilient individuals are adaptable and open to change. They understand that the road to excellence is rarely a straight line, and sometimes we must adjust our plans and strategies along the way. Mental flexibility allows us to remain effective even when things don't go as expected. For instance, if a business owner faces a market shift or economic downturn, instead of giving up, a resilient entrepreneur will pivot their approach, explore new strategies, and adapt their business model to fit the changing environment. They focus not on the problem itself, but on the solutions they can create. Resilience also involves maintaining a sense of purpose, particularly when faced with obstacles. Having a clear sense of why we are pursuing excellence helps us navigate tough times. It acts as a compass, reminding us why we started the journey in the first place. Whether it's a personal passion, a professional goal, or a desire to contribute to a cause greater than ourselves. Having a sense of purpose gives us the strength to keep going when things get difficult. When the challenges seem overwhelming, remembering our purpose helps us reconnect with our motivation and regain our focus. Furthermore, building resilience involves developing a support system. While resilience is often viewed as an individual trait, it's important to recognize that we don't have to face challenges alone. Surrounding ourselves with supportive people, family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, can provide the encouragement and perspective we need during tough times. A strong support network helps remind us that setbacks are a normal part of the journey and that we don't have to carry the burden of failure by ourselves. When resilience falters, the support of others can help us regain our strength. Another key component of resilience is self-compassion. Resilient individuals are kind to themselves when they encounter failure. Instead of beating themselves up or feeling guilty, they offer themselves the same understanding and encouragement they would give to a friend. Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our mistakes without internalizing them as a reflection of our worth or abilities. It helps us recover from setbacks more quickly and move forward with greater confidence. Finally, resilience is about maintaining hope and optimism. The belief that things can get better, that success is still possible, and that challenges are temporary is what drives us to keep moving forward. Resilient individuals hold on to hope even when circumstances seem bleak. They understand that perseverance in the face of difficulty often leads to eventual success. Hope keeps us engaged in the process, even when the results are not immediate, and it helps us maintain the belief that our efforts will pay off in the end. Cultivate a positive mindset. A positive mindset is one of the most powerful tools we can develop in our quest for excellence. While talent, hard work, and skill are all important factors, the way we think about ourselves and our abilities can be the deciding factor in achieving success. A positive mindset shapes how we approach challenges, interact with others, and respond to failure. It's the lens through which we see the world, and it can either propel us toward excellence or hold us back from reaching our full potential. The first aspect of cultivating a positive mindset is the belief in our own potential. Having a positive mindset starts with recognizing that we are capable of growth and improvement. It is the belief that we can develop our abilities through effort, learning, and persistence. This belief is rooted in the concept of a growth mindset, a term coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, which contrasts with a fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe their abilities and intelligence are static, that they are either good at something or not. In contrast, those with a growth mindset believe that with hard work and dedication, they can improve in any area. This mindset shift is powerful because it allows us to view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as threats to our self-worth or abilities. A positive mindset also involves focusing on solutions rather than problems. When we face difficulties, it's easy to become consumed by the obstacles in our path. However, those who are committed to excellence focus on finding solutions. They don't waste energy complaining or dwelling on what's wrong. Instead, they look for ways to overcome the challenges. For example, when faced with a project setback, a person with a positive mindset will seek out alternatives, brainstorm solutions, or ask for help. They understand that problems are an inevitable part of life, but that it is their response to those problems that determines their success. Moreover, cultivating a positive mindset means practicing self-affirmation and self-compassion. We are often our own harshest critics, but a positive mindset requires us to treat ourselves with kindness and respect. Self-affirmation is the practice of recognizing our strengths and accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. By celebrating even the smallest victories, we build confidence and reinforce the belief that we are capable of achieving more. Self-compassion is just as important. When we fail or make mistakes, we tend to be critical of ourselves. Instead, a positive mindset encourages us to view failure as a learning opportunity and to treat ourselves with the same understanding and kindness we would offer to a friend. Rather than berating ourselves for mistakes, we acknowledge them, learn from them, and continue forward. Another key aspect of a positive mindset is the ability to maintain optimism. even in the face of adversity. Optimism is not about ignoring challenges or pretending that everything is fine when it's not. Instead, it's about maintaining the belief that things can improve and that efforts will lead to success, even if the process is difficult. People with an optimistic outlook tend to focus on the possibilities rather than the limitations. They see setbacks as temporary and view failures as necessary steps toward success. Optimism is what allows us to keep going even when the road ahead seems uncertain or when the outcomes are not immediate. It helps us stay motivated, hopeful, and energized, even during challenging times. A positive mindset also involves practicing gratitude. Focusing on what we are grateful for, rather than what we lack, helps shift our perspective and increase feelings of positivity. When we actively cultivate gratitude, we begin to notice the good in our lives, which can lead to greater feelings of satisfaction and fulfillment. Whether it's appreciating the small joys in life or acknowledging the people who support us, gratitude helps us maintain a positive outlook and strengthens our resilience in the face of adversity. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can improve our mental health, increase motivation, and help us build stronger relationships. Additionally, a positive mindset allows us to build better relationships with others. People with a positive mindset are more likely to encourage, support, and inspire those around them. They tend to be more empathetic, understanding, and willing to collaborate. A positive outlook fosters an environment of trust and mutual respect, which is essential for teamwork, leadership, and success in any endeavor. By maintaining a positive attitude, we not only improve our own chances of success, but also create an uplifting environment that can inspire and motivate others to strive for excellence. Furthermore, cultivating a positive mindset means taking care of our mental and emotional well-being. It's easy to get bogged down by stress, anxiety, or negative thoughts, but a positive mindset requires us to actively work on managing our mental health. This might include practicing mindfulness, meditation, or engaging in activities that help reduce stress and promote relaxation. When we take care of our minds, we build resilience and clarity, which are essential for making sound decisions and maintaining focus on our goals. The power of positive thinking also extends to the way we visualize our success. Visualization is a technique in which we mentally rehearse achieving our goals, imagining the emotions, the actions, and the results. Positive visualization can help us strengthen our belief in our ability to succeed and prepare us mentally for the challenges we will face along the way. By vividly imagining ourselves succeeding, we not only increase our confidence, but also motivate ourselves to take the necessary actions to make that vision a reality. In addition to self-affirmation and optimism, a positive mindset encourages a sense of purpose and meaning. When we are clear about our goals and the reasons behind them, we are more likely to stay motivated and focused. A positive mindset helps us reconnect with our why when things get tough. Whether our goal is to improve our health, advance our career, or contribute to a cause, having a sense of purpose fuels our determination and helps us navigate obstacles with a sense of direction. It reminds us that the work we are doing has value, not just for us, but for others as well. Lastly, cultivating a positive mindset means reframing challenges as opportunities for growth. Every obstacle, every failure, every setback presents an opportunity to develop resilience, improve our skills, and learn more about ourselves. Rather than seeing challenges as threats, a positive mindset helps us view them as chances to grow, innovate, and become better versions of ourselves. This shift in perspective is crucial in the pursuit of excellence because it keeps us motivated, curious, and open to the learning process, even when it's difficult. Continuously seek self-improvement. The pursuit of excellence is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. To truly strive for excellence, we must adopt a mindset of continuous self-improvement. This means that we are never content with where we are, but instead always look for ways to learn, grow, and enhance our abilities. Self-improvement is the cornerstone of progress and the engine that drives us forward, no matter how successful we become or how many goals we achieve. It is the desire to be better today than we were yesterday, and to make each step on our journey a meaningful step toward greater potential. At its core, self-improvement is about developing a mindset of constant learning. No matter how much knowledge or skill we acquire, there is always more to learn. The world is ever-changing, and new information, technologies, and methodologies are continuously emerging. By maintaining an attitude of curiosity and a willingness to learn, we position ourselves to stay ahead of the curve and make the most of every opportunity for growth. For example, professionals in any field, from technology to healthcare, must be committed to lifelong learning to stay relevant in their careers. Whether through formal education, self-study, or learning from others, the process of continual education fuels self-improvement and ensures that we are always evolving. Self-improvement also requires an honest assessment of our strengths and weaknesses. It involves looking inward and evaluating where we excel and where we need to grow. This level of self-awareness is crucial because it allows us to target areas for improvement with precision. If we ignore our weaknesses or avoid facing the parts of ourselves that need work, we limit our ability to grow. A commitment to self-improvement means being willing to confront our flaws, understand them, and take proactive steps to address them. Whether it's improving communication skills, enhancing time management, or becoming more patient, each area of growth contributes to our overall excellence. In fact, many of the most successful people are those who are not afraid to admit where they can do better and who take active steps to develop those areas. One of the most powerful ways to seek self-improvement is through feedback. Feedback from others, whether from mentors, peers, or even self-reflection, provides invaluable insights into how we can improve. When we are open to receiving constructive criticism, we gain the opportunity to correct our course and fine-tune our approach. Feedback helps us see ourselves from another perspective and can identify blind spots we might otherwise overlook. It's important to approach feedback with an open mind, without taking it personally, and to view it as an essential part of the learning process. Rather than feeling defensive, we should embrace feedback as a gift that provides us with the guidance and insight necessary to reach new heights of excellence. Additionally, self-improvement is about pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones. Growth never happens in the realm of the familiar. If we are always doing what we've always done, we are unlikely to see significant change. The path to excellence requires us to take risks, step into the unknown, and challenge ourselves to expand our limits. This may mean tackling new projects that stretch our abilities or setting higher goals that force us to reach beyond what we think is possible. It might also involve embracing failure as a natural part of the growth process. Every time we step outside our comfort zone, we learn something new about ourselves, and every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth. The willingness to fail and the resilience to learn from those failures is essential for self-improvement and achieving excellence. Moreover, self-improvement isn't just about developing new skills or abilities. It's also about developing the right mindset and attitudes that support growth. For example, learning to be more patient, disciplined, or focused can have a profound impact on our ability to excel in any area of life. Personal development isn't just about acquiring knowledge or improving specific technical skills, but also about becoming the kind of person who embodies the qualities necessary for excellence. Cultivating a growth-oriented mindset is key to self-improvement. Those who believe they can always improve will work tirelessly to do so, while those who believe their abilities are fixed may find it harder to push through challenges. Another important aspect of self-improvement is goal setting. Setting clear, achievable, and meaningful goals provides us with direction and purpose in our efforts to improve. Goals serve as a roadmap, helping us break down larger aspirations into manageable steps. They provide us with motivation, as we can see progress and celebrate achievements along the way. However, self-improvement requires us to regularly reassess our goals. As we grow, we often realize that our goals evolve or that we have outgrown certain aspirations. Regular reflection and goal reassessment help ensure that we remain on the right path and that we continue to challenge ourselves in meaningful ways. By setting stretch goals, goals that are just beyond our current abilities but still within reach, we create the conditions for continual improvement and growth. Self-improvement also requires discipline. Without the discipline to follow through on our commitments, even the best intentions for personal growth can fall by the wayside. Discipline is what drives us to practice, learn, and work on our goals, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. It is the habit of staying focused on our objectives, even when distractions arise or motivation wanes. For instance, if improving public speaking is one of our goals, it takes consistent practice and effort to become a better speaker. Whether it's rehearsing speeches, participating in speaking opportunities, or studying great speakers, discipline ensures that we put in the effort required for improvement. It's important to remember that the journey of self-improvement is often not glamorous or immediate. It takes time, persistence, and a commitment to the process. Time management is another critical factor in self-improvement. In a world full of distractions and competing demands, learning how to manage our time effectively is a key skill in the pursuit of excellence. Effective time management allows us to prioritize the activities that will lead to our growth, and it ensures that we dedicate the appropriate amount of time and energy to the things that matter most. It's easy to waste time on activities that are not aligned with our goals, but by being intentional with our time, we can ensure that each day brings us closer to where we want to be. Self-improvement requires that we manage our time in such a way that we allocate it to activities that contribute directly to our growth and excellence. Finally, self-improvement is about maintaining a commitment to balance. It's easy to focus solely on achieving external success, but without balance in our personal, physical, and mental lives, true excellence remains elusive. This means prioritizing self-care, spending time with loved ones, and making sure that we are nurturing our well-being alongside our ambitions. A balanced approach ensures that our efforts to improve ourselves are sustainable over the long term and that we can maintain the energy and motivation needed to continue growing. Certainly, here is a suitable ending for your speech. In conclusion, the pursuit of excellence is a continuous journey that requires dedication, perseverance, and a commitment to personal growth. As we strive to reach our highest potential, we must remember that excellence is not an endpoint, but a process, one that involves embracing challenges, cultivating resilience, and staying focused on self-improvement. By defining our vision of excellence, setting ambitious yet achievable goals, and remaining open to learning and growth, we not only elevate ourselves but also inspire those around us. Excellence is not something we achieve once and for all. It is a mindset, a way of living that empowers us to be the best version of ourselves at every stage of our journey. So, let us commit to this path. Let us strive for excellence, not just in the big moments, but in every step, every decision, and every action. Together, through resilience, growth, and a positive mindset, we can reach heights we never imagined possible. Let us make excellence our standard, and let it drive us toward greatness in everything we do.